that. Take it on that one, like so. Okay, I'm gonna hook this. I'm gonna hook this over here, like so. Okay. Now I'm gonna pull forward. I'm gonna pull forward a little bit. Get my car key fob. Pull the car forward where it was. Remember, 15 feet if you can. Right? Here I'm in the garage. I can only go up about 4 feet or so. Okay, I've moved the car up, and I've got to take this. Almost looks like I've never used this before, huh? I think when I did the trial before, I slid all these back together, but when I take off the chains, I'm gonna slide these around and try to get them all so they're nicely even all the way around this thing. And then I'm going to leave it. Like I say, I'm trying to do this with my gloves on to mimic what it's going to be like out in the wild blue yonder on the middle of the freeway in the dark. Hopefully, see, not always are you going to be stopping exactly where they tell you to do your tire chains. Maybe it's snowing before that and you have to do it. There might not be much light, which in fact, if you have a flashlight, you might want to carry that with you in the car. You can use your flashlight on your phone or something like that. Okay, so that looks pretty even Steven. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. And I don't know if you should put the hook going facing up and out or down and out, you know, or whichever way you can get it. I think I'm going to have it facing up if I can. Let's see how that does. Okay. We'll see what we can do here. Getting this all nice and tight if we can. Ooh. I'm not as strong with my left hand. Whew. When you first put it on, you might think there's no way it's going to go on. It's way too small, but you know, this one's for cars. There. And this one here almost seems like it needs to be tighter, you know, this hook one right here. And it almost seems too long. And it's like they didn't really, this chain is not really designed to be cut. You could cut off a couple lengths, bend this out and re-hook this, you know, if your tire size is not allowing you to hook this. But see, on this hook, you can hook it to the actual chain hook, let's say, you know. like that. I guess this could be wrapped around the chain here a couple times to make it a little bit looser, shorter, and then hook it onto the gold chain. I don't think it matters at that point which chain to do that, because these chains are going up. But you see, that's actually pretty tight. But like I say, you want to go about 15 feet or so if you can, and then get this tight so that everything slides properly underneath there. Tighten this, and then drive just, not very far, and then stop by the side of the road again if you can, where it's safe. And then you might have to readjust anything or take a look at it, make sure everything's hooked properly. And then if you want it tighter, you'll just slide this over a little bit, this one over, whatever you have to do to make your chain area tighter. You know what I mean? This one maybe could go over there, or maybe instead of going here, it goes over there, or something like that, to keep that as tight as you can. Okay? Hey, that looks pretty good. You see? And that is how to install some tire chains. Now that we've installed these tire chains, I'm going to take them off, and we're going to take them off in the very same way. And you'll notice after you drive a little bit, you see here, see this one here. If I were driving and stopped and check this out, I can see, I know that one's loose, because see, there's nothing here. This one and this one are too close together. I would unhook this. In fact, let's just do it. Let's just do it right now. I would unhook that, slide this over so I can push it over like that. These two are too close here. So I can do that, slide that over, see where I can hook that. Pull that. Yeah. Come on, baby. Okay. See, in a sense, this one really should be up there. When you step back, you want this rubber kind of centered more so. But it just depends how you get your chains on and stuff. I wanted to try to keep this into the center of the tire. See, this one here should be pulled over just a little bit. You don't want to pull it over this way too far. You want that plastic cable on the back side in line with your tire. You don't want to get it way off and have it get in the way of your axle or anything like that. Okay, but when you're driving, you don't want to drive too fast with chains on. You could see those chains on. You don't want to go very fast, and you shouldn't be going very fast anyways, because there's going to be snow on there. You probably have cars in front of you anyways. But then once the snow lightens up, you're on the freeway, let's say, and there's no snow anymore. You don't want to drive fast with these tire chains without any snow underneath there. After a while, the more you ride on it, the chain's gonna loosen up on you a little bit. You don't want to get it too loose to where something gets loose and flips up and hits this, or one of your chain hooks comes off and this thing gets loose or something, and it comes off and it's flying around and it's hitting the back side or on the front side, and you hear that clop, 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 clop. You better stop, because one of your hooks is going to be damaging something, or your red hook thing here that connects on here got loose, or this got loose, or this thing fell off, and this chain little bit is flopping around, all kinds of stuff. So you you got to be aware of stuff like that as you're driving. Don't have your radio blasting or anything. You still want to kind of hear those things. Maybe roll your window down just a little bit if you can, and listen closely and stuff, and just, check your chains out every once in a while. If I was driving 3 or 4 miles and I know I had to go another 10 miles or so, I'll stop again, check the chains, make sure they're all nice and tight. Make sure, because you can always tighten them up, with this. Hook it up further and do whatever you have to do, and get things adjusted, kind of pull on it and stuff, and check it all out. Okay? All right. So let's take the chains off now.